Mary Quant, The Icon by Brittany Daniels. So, who was Mary Quant? She was a famous designer of the 1960s and going into the 70s. Some would call her the most iconic designer of the 60s, so much so that her collections were a part of not one but two museums, including a recent exhibit in the Victoria and Albert Museum in London. So here we have a short timeline of Mary Quant's life before the 21st century. So Mary Quant was born in February of 1934, and by 1953, she had graduated from Goldsmiths after studying illustration. In 1955, Mary had opened her first boutique called Bazaar. By 1957, she had opened a second location for the boutique. And in 1962, she signed a design contract with JCPenney. Going on to 1963, she expanded her company into the UK mass market. By 1966, she had invented hot pants and published her first autobiography. Moving on to 1973, her work was featured in an exhibit at the London Museum. And by 1990, she was awarded the Hall of Fame award by the British Fashion Council. So what you'll find is that Mary's target customer was the woman, but mostly the young woman. In fact, young women often traveled from different parts of the world to shop at her boutique bazaar. So if you look at this picture here, you can see Mary actually on the floor here, and behind her, models wearing her different designs. You can just see that they're all pretty young women, and you can kind of see a glimpse of what her overall design aesthetic was. You can see like the high hems from the 60s and the shift dress. So you can see here just some of the iconic garments that Mary was known for, which was the shift dress and these higher hemlines, or you can call it the mini skirt. And obviously, she was also known for pairing vibrant tights with the shift dress, and you can just kind of get a sense of the overall aesthetic of Mary Quant's designs, which was very wearable and kind of simplistic at times, and but still very bold and high fashion. Another iconic garment that she was known for, that I mentioned a little bit earlier, was the hot pant, which you can see in the image to your right here. Lastly, another garment that she popularized or even invented was the this sort of skinny rib sweater. And in conclusion, here are some of my references.